All right, welcome back to Missing Persons TV. I'm Brian Labb with my co-host Deborah. Today is Monday, June 15th, 2009, 10:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight we'll be discussing just one case tonight. This case is case number 768, Deja Weaver. This case was actually opened today. The dream drawings were done last night. Actually, Deborah sent me the case file a couple days ago. I just got to it last night. Along with another case. Deborah can bring that up, but I believe that person has been located. So I know Kevin did some work on that, so we will cover the case real quickly, but I didn't do any work on it, and there's no need for me to do any work on it if the person has been found. And I think the person's been found because when Deborah sends me these cases, if the picture is down or missing, usually that means that person's been found. I think every single time we've noticed that, it's always been that way. So I'd like to welcome Deborah and Kevin to the show again tonight. How are you guys doing? Actually, I shouldn't have to welcome you, Deborah. You're a co-host, but how are you guys doing?
Doing great.
I'm doing fine. Thanks for the welcome anyway. How are you doing?
Fine. I know you guys don't want to hear too much, but we went to the Rocky Gap Park today. We went swimming. Allison led water, so we did that. It was a nice day out. And that's really about all we did today. Kevin, you were talking about something that happened to a neighbor. Do you want to bring that up?
Well, sure.
Okay.
I'm not going to say her name.
Okay.
She found someone online a while back, and she told me all about him. And it seemed like she said that he had his own business. He was going to bring it down here to Florida. He has 3 kids. 2 daughters and 1 boy, I think he said. But anyways, he came down and he basically moved in with her. So apparently they were talking online for a while. I got to know him, not too well. I got some what I call flashes, like when I'm talking to somebody, sometimes I'll get a flash with them, and I call that a connection, where if there's a possibility where I might know something about them that either they're not telling me or that I may find out later down the road. It doesn't mean that they're hiding it from me. I'm just saying that, that sometimes happens with me, and especially with strangers that I meet. And I didn't get a good feeling, and I basically brushed it off because I felt that based on what my neighbor had told me, she basically cleared him so that he could live there, when in actuality she did not. And she didn't tell me she cleared him. That just from her explaining, who he was and everything, that just, me being ignorant of the fact. But anyways, he's moved out once and moved back in. He's had anger issues with her and her child, neighbor's child. And recently he moved out for good, and the police dropped by, the local police department, and they confiscated 2 or 3 hard drives from her computers, and basically they had child pornography on them.
Nice.
So whenever you meet somebody online, no matter how good it looks online, you never know who you're going to meet. I told her, I said, the next time you meet somebody, ask me and my mom to do some meditations or something to the effect of, trying to find out more about the person before you move them into your house. And she said, well, that's okay, because I'm never going online again to look for anybody. Which is kind of sad, because there's a lot of people that find decent people online. There really is. People have been married because they found each other online, and they're still living together. People from the 90s when the internet first came out. So I'm just saying, you never know who you're going to meet, but it's always good to try to use your intuition, your gut feeling, before you move them into your house. So yeah, that was kind of an exciting thing. I saw the police officer's car sitting up the street, and I was wondering why I was there. It was parked by our house. And I'm like, uh-oh, it must be because of, what's his name? I'm not going to say the guy's name yet. But they don't know where he is. They're looking for him, though. And thank God he's out of her life, and he hasn't cause any further harm or any harm to my neighbor's family or us or anybody else that we know of. And that's about it.
Okay. I want to bring up something too. Whenever you sent that energy or whatever you did, my eyeball cleared right up. I mean, I know it might not have been you, but thanks for whatever. It seemed to have worked. Seriously.
When your eye was having that problem?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
so we're cool.
I did do something, and maybe it did clear it up, and I'm just glad it cleared it up. It's like missing persons, you know. Even we're out there trying to help everybody, and even if it's not us that helps, you know, locate the person, as long as the person is found safe and sound, you know, it's all good.
Mm-hmm. Deborah, what was the name of that person that was just located, or what we think was located?
He has been located. His poster is down.
Okay.
And Butterfly ran across that too in the forum and found his poster down now.
Okay, what was the name?
So yeah, Mario McKechnie is located.
When was he?
Missing from Maine.
When?
Poster's down today.
When did he go missing though?
He's been missing, I think, since May 22nd.
There we go.
His poster just went up on National Center a couple days ago.
All right. What I'm saying is, you know, there we go. I mean, when we open a lot of these cases, they're found, and they've been open for a while. So you never know. I mean, I don't know how it all works, but we're glad he's been located. I mean, there's no details. Hopefully, he was found okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, and I'm not sure what the delay was with getting him listed at National Center either.
Okay.
But as long as he's found now, then that's all we care about.
Okay. Missing Person Forum. Butterfly and Deborah have been in there now working their butts off to get all these old cases moved over. How's that coming? I've seen a lot of work going on over there.
Butterfly has moved a whole bunch of stuff. In fact, it's probably pretty safe to say at this point that the information for the missing persons cases is all moved. I'm pretty sure she's moved all of it.
Okay.
As far as, you know, other areas of the forum, it's not all moved, but it doesn't all have to be either. So it's about ready to pull the plug on that.
Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take down the old forum. So if you're not in missing, yeah, we can do that. We'll just redirect it to the new forum. So you'll have to, if you're not a member of the new forum, you'll have to. Okay. Butterfly, just let me know it's done. Thank you a lot, Butterfly. Great work. And so what we'll do is we'll redirect to the new forum. If you're not a member of this new forum, please register. Of course, it's free. You can use the same log on and password or whatever that you want, but you will have to re-register for that. Again, that's at missingpersonforum.com. Okay. Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Let's get to our only case of tonight. We usually cover 3 cases and 3 new cases. What we're working on is Deborah's working on. She's going through every one of the cases to see if they've been located or not. And if they have been located, we're going to go ahead and do a quick show on that. So we'll have that for you soon. And Deborah, if we want, we can just go to the next 3 cases for tomorrow, if you want.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, this is case number 768. This is Deja Weaver, and like I said, the case was open today. Dream drawings were done from last night. Deborah, what information do we have on this case?
Well, Deja has actually been missing since last Wednesday. I believe that is the 10th. Yes. Her date of birth is September 10th, 2008. 9 months old when she went missing. 24 inches. 22 pounds. She is a black female with brown hair and brown eyes. She's missing from Dallas, Texas. And with what has come out in this case now, it's just really, really sad. I know we're going to talk some about that. You want to share what you have first?
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to cover on the initial reports, or are we good?
I think we're good.
Okay. The 3 drawings that we were actually talking about this case for a while. I have Google Earth open. We're looking at a specific lake. We'll talk about that. Well, the dream drawings I have don't seem to really match anything as far as what's being reported, but you never know. The first one says, was not an accident. And then it says, her mom washes shoes in sink. And there's a number 3 there. And I don't think that's a sink. I'm not sure what it is, but maybe it's some type of storage area or something like that. Some type of box. I'm saying maybe something in a home. But I don't think that's a sink. The next one says, warmth is wonderful. Unfortunately, that is the general drawing that I get for the feeling of death. That is in the top upper left-hand corner of that dream drawing. Says the cup was moved. Mom shook her to death. Body in the trash bag right near home. When I was talking to Deborah, I'm thinking, the mother probably, according to this, maybe shook the child. And it has been known to happen, and it gives, I think, brain hemorrhaging, and the child dies. Anyways, it says body in the trash.
Actually have a name for that.
Shaken
you know that,
baby,
right?
shaken
for that, yeah, shaken baby.
Yes, shaken baby syndrome. I know about it. It has something, I think, to do with the amount of space between the brain and the cranium. That when you shake a baby, the brain rattles more than it would rattle with us. At least that's what I'm getting. And then the brain actually hemorrhages, bleeds.
Right.
It's actually a terrible thing. I actually think a lot of cases of SIDS might have something to do with that. Maybe not just SIDS. I think a lot of SIDS had something to do with a pillow. But it's a different topic. It says body in the trash bag right near home. Looking at this, I'm assuming that maybe the child was placed into a trash bag and buried. That it's completely different than what police report said. I think the police said they're looking in this lake, and we'll talk about that in 1 second. And then that third one says, please search wrong area. Look in the home, dark room, soil, and then here, and there's an X. I think that's where the child may be buried. Dark room. Dark room, to me, when I think of dark room, I don't think it means what people say, like where you develop photographs. I just think the room is maybe dark, maybe it's missing a light bulb or something like that. There is the letter T circled. I'm going to put that in the translation. But as far as this, I don't think I have anything really specific. If whatever homes or home she may have been in, definitely search those areas to see. But I did read up on this case today, and I've got the stuff from Dallas News. And all that posted and the videos posted. And it seems to me that nobody's really being truthful. And I don't think they probably ever will be. They're probably whatever story they went with, they're probably going to stick with. Kind of like Casey Anthony.
That's the really sad thing. I mean, they report that an abductor comes into the home and sexually assaults mom and takes Deja. And mom claims that she never heard the voice, and she couldn't give a description of him either. Now, since this was all made up to be a lie and there was never an abductor to begin with, it's just really sick. Mom and dad are actually 19 and 20 years old.
Okay. Actually, they're a lot older. They're a lot older than these people we've been discussing before. I think the last case was age 14. The mother was 14. That was just the other night. So these are actually grown-ups compared to what we're used to now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Dad, though, he's 20. His name's Alandis Weaver. They arrested him over the weekend and charged him with tampering with evidence. Today they arrested Mom. What? Her name is Tamara Cray.
What was he tampering with?
And she's the same charge.
What was he? Do you know what he's tampering with?
No, but from what I heard here is what got cops. It seems that this might have been one of the things that tipped him off. I mean, maybe it seemed like she was lying and stuff too, but there was something overheard, because it's listed in the affidavit that detectives overheard a conversation between the mom and the dad. And for those listening, as if this isn't sickening enough, mom is 6 months pregnant with another one. And one of them or both of them have done something horrible to Deja and disposed of her wherever at this point and are lying their butts off. So, it's really, really sickening. But what they say happened was, in the affidavit, I'm looking for that part. If you got something to say, go ahead.
Why you do that? Kevin, I have your information. Would you like to read that?
Yes, Brian. The meditation that I have for this person is alive, abductor wants to leave country, AMJ, running out of options, may ask for help from others or another, and may be caught for doing so. Someone may turn abductor in. And my notes after the meditation, this missing person may be alive. Abductor seems frantic in what to do next. The abductor's chances of being caught increases greatly if abductor does ask for help. And that's all I have.
Okay, let's certainly hope this is the situation. Do you know what you mean by increases greatly if abductor asks for help? What would this person be asking for help for? Do we know? Mental help or?
A good example, Brian, you know, in the military, where the best way to keep a secret is basically don't tell anybody, or basically tell the least amount of people as possible. This is the same thing. If whoever abducted the baby, if there is an abductor, if they try to ask for help from anybody, in my opinion, it's going to increase their chances of being caught for doing so. Because the person that they may be asking for help may turn them in, or something may lead to them being turned in based on that.
Okay. If you can try to meditate on this again to get any more specific information, we would really appreciate it. And I am hoping you are correct. That would be wonderful news. Deborah, did you find... Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, definitely. I agree.
Okay. Deborah, did you find what you're looking for?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Actually, what had happened here was the father told the mother, shortly after Deja went missing, that she should not have signed anything to let the police inside their new apartment because there was blood inside. And this is according to the police. Apparently,
did the police find blood inside, though?
Yes.
Okay.
And on some different items. It's upsetting. What happened is, on the search warrant affidavit, they say that the father was actually talking to the mom in a very threatening way. And so the search of the apartment was happening, right away, that same day. 2 detectives overheard this conversation with him saying that she shouldn't have signed anything to let the police inside because there was blood there.
Oh my
so
God.
They got their search warrant and they went in there. Police said that they wanted to search the apartment. What they listed on the affidavit was for the baby, for blood or other evidence of injury to little Deja. There was an inventory listed in this news article of what the police say they found there. Some of it, police say, has red stains on it. What they seized was a red bath towel, Stain's baby outfit, Gerber onesies one. They took it out of the kitchen pantry trash. There was a white ladies extra small shirt. They took a fitted sheet from the bed. It looks, based on the brand here, it looks like it came from the adult's bed that had red stains on it. What they called blanket comforter, pillowcase. They took the Graco crib mattress pad from the crib. They took the Graco crib frame. So they actually took the crib too. Pillowcase, pink baby towel, a Graco car safety seat, and they took a yellow and blue baby blanket too. So, according to this, some of it did have red stains on it, and the dad had talked about there being blood in there. So, if that were to be Deja's, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But it seems to be an awful lot of baby items, and in addition to that, it seems to be, there's no clothing listed in that list that would be a man's clothing. They list a woman's extra small shirt. And then apparently items from the parents' bed and then from the crib were involved. So, Mom and Dad are sitting in jail now, but who knows if they're even telling the truth now, because they claim that
they're young.
She's in that lake.
They're young. I think they've been caught. Let's hopefully they don't do what Casey Anthony and her grandparents are doing. Tell the truth and get this over with. What I have, it says not an accident. I mean, shaking a baby to death is definitely not an accident. There's definitely no reason for that. But I was wondering. I'm actually doing a little research on shaken baby syndrome. Would there be any blood that would come from the nose or ears? That's what I'm looking at.
Where does the blood come from?
Right.
Because I don't know if there's blood.
I'm looking at doing an image search right.
Just internal bleeding.
Just wondering. If you bleed from the brain, is it possible to go maybe from the eyes? And
I have no idea.
Okay, I got Wikipedia open. It's called SBS, which is shaken baby syndrome. And I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying that as far as the dream drawings goes, that's what I think may have happened. It says it's a form of child abuse that occurs when the abuser violently shakes an infant or small child, creating a whiplash-type motion, causes acceleration and deceleration injuries, kind of like in a car crash. The injury is estimated to affect between 1,200 and 1,600 children every year, and it's a common for there to be no external evidence of trauma. Okay, so there was no blood, as far as I know.
Well, see, the thing is that with
they say retinal hemorrhage,
I don't understand where there would be blood as far as what Mom and Dad have said actually happened.
Okay, SBS is accompanied by a variety of signs which range from mild to severe and non-specific to the obviously head-related. The characteristics associated with SBS include retinal hemorrhaging, multiple fractures of the long bones, and subdermal hematomas, bleeding of the brain. So it is possible, I think, for something, an injury like that, you would possibly bleed from the eyes or the nose. It also has something to do with vomiting, increased size of the head, dilated pupils. If you go to Wikipedia, I'm just looking this stuff up. My goodness. Okay.
Well, I'm not sure where the blood comes from with the story that they're floating now. Because what they say happened.
Mm-hmm. Well, something happened.
She says that Dad picked up Mom at work.
I would leave out everything that they're saying. Let's just forget all that. Let's go with the facts.
Well, I'm not. It doesn't really say.
Where's the blood? Where's the blood found?
Well, this does not. Yeah, this does not give an idea.
Okay, but they're from the crib.
She picked her up and said the baby was home alone. She says when she got home, she found the baby, and then he'd given the baby a bath. She found Deja on the floor, naked, wrapped in a towel, and there was no heartbeat, and she was cold. Mom says that she did CPR on her. Now,
don't want to buy any of that.
This happened on Sunday. Deja is reported missing late Tuesday. Actually, her date missing is listed as Wednesday. Mm-hmm. And then after doing the CPR, she did ask Dad what happened to her, and she says that he became threatening and violent. And he told her that they had to stick together. This is what she said to the cops now. That they have to stick together and report that Deja had been kidnapped.
That was probably true. That's probably true.
She goes to work again. Mm-hmm. So when they got off of work, so that would have been Tuesday that they're dumping her because she was dead on Monday.
Mm-hmm. And they would dump her in
until late Tuesday.
Somebody made a point in the chat room too that now we're looking on Google Earth. Apparently the lake is Louisville Lake, right outside of Dallas, Texas. We looked on Google Earth. There only seems to be one bridge that crosses that, and that's Interstate 77 and possibly 35. And somebody made a point that's a busy road. You got a lot of guts.
Well, did you actually look at the overpass there too that they have pictured on that news article page?
No.
By the top where there's a video.
It
shows the big overpass, the big bridge over the water there.
Why do that? I mean, do they want to get caught? I mean, it could be that's what happened. But anything they're saying is probably not the truth. I mean, it would go. They found blood in the crib, right, and on a shirt or something like that.
The crib they found in the parents' bed. They found it in the car seat.
Okay,
possibly. Exactly where the blood is, we don't know all for sure, except some of the items had blood. A couple of them, they do say that there was, it does specify that there was red stains on the fitted sheet from the parents' bed.
Right, I think you said that earlier. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. As far as on the crib, they took the mattress pad and they took the crib frame. It does not list the crib mattress. And it doesn't list if there was stains. It does say also that the Gerber onesie that they found in the kitchen pantry trash was stained.
Okay. And going on, it says, was not accident. Her mom washes shoes in sink. Maybe that's trying to cover up something. I don't know. Well, apparently, either this was an accident or murder, and then the mother probably got the idea of, hey, this is what I'm going to say, and then the father's coming up with some new stuff, and they probably couldn't agree on what story to stick with. But obviously, none of these stories are making any sense to the police.
It just blows my mind that they think they can make this go away.
More than likely, we're going to see an end to this case really fast, because this couple probably will break, and maybe. I mean, we'll break and we'll find out. But he says, "Mom washes
really young,
shoes
and they're not as slick as Casey Anthony." No.
The cup was moved. Mom shook her to death. That's where I'm getting the part about the shaken baby syndrome. SDS is what I said it was. Body and trash bag right near home. So the most important thing I'm taking from this would be the location being right near the home, whatever home that may be.
Well, see, that's the thing that I wondered. I asked you about when we started talking about the case earlier was where.
Okay, it says soil.
It's a newer apartment where there's the problem, but they were in the process of moving, is what I was hearing in the beginning of this case.
Police search wrong area. Maybe the police aren't looking for a body. Maybe they're looking for some type of evidence. See, dark room, soil. Maybe they're looking for a shovel. I mean, I don't know what they're looking for, but I think we should redo this case if she's not found tomorrow.
Okay.
Butterfly's sending me something. Okay, she sent me a picture. Anything else you want to add? This is really the only case we're covering tonight, and that's really all I got for tonight. Anything?
I don't think so. If you just want to cover Aji, that's the only thing you can't forget at this point.
Okay. This is really, really sad stuff. I certainly hope that Kevin is right. Kevin, please, if you get any more information, let us know. Because, we're all here to help. And once again, we really need help. Help everywhere. So if you want to help us, please contact us. And we would love to have your help. Let me get Aji's picture up there. So tonight's a short night. Thank you guys for being in the chat room. Thank you guys for coming. You guys come every night, and I appreciate that. This is Aji Desir. He went missing January 10th from Immokalee, Florida. So far, nothing. There's been no sightings of Aji, as far as I know. And there's really been no media coverage for Aji. It's a shame, considering he's been missing since January 10th. And these other cases just get so much coverage because I guess there's so much drama in them. But everybody needs, attention. Everybody needs attention that's gone missing, especially Aji. I mean, he has a mental capacity of a 2-year-old, so he's completely helpless, and he hasn't been located. He hasn't been located in the area, and that means he could be out there. Let's hope he's out there. Let's hope somebody notices him, because he's not in the local area, and they're looking. No body is found. He's abducted. He didn't run away. Okay. Anything else, Deborah?
To print posters of Aji, share his photo and other information about him, and to email the media asking them to give the little dude some coverage, please visit findaji.com.
Well
said.
Okay, and back to Deja's case. The Butterfly did say 75 and 35 are the same roads. and she sent me a screenshot of that. So that's, yeah, like I said, that's a pretty big bridge. So if you were to throw a body off that, I am pretty sure, in being a lake, they're going to find him or find her.
Well, it kind of looks like one of those bridges, you know, where you don't really just pull over either when you're driving on the interstate.
These
like
bridges,
that.
a bridge like this, a lot of them have cameras. Not cameras to spy on people, but they have cameras because of the. I know. Well, matter of fact, they have cameras for a fact, because I've watched this video on the Dallas transportation system, and they have cameras all over the major interstates, all up and down, so they can look for any type of accidents or something like that that would delay rush hour traffic and stuff. So I am almost certain that there is some type of cameras on this bridge right here that they probably have access to. But maybe that's why they're searching that, or maybe not. I mean, we don't even know where they're searching, do we? But common sense to me would make, if you said they're gonna, that's what they said, bridge. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're looking for something different though. But definitely, if they haven't searched by wherever she went missing, I'll definitely search that. I'm sorry, Deborah, I cut you off. What did you want to say?
Oh, that's okay. I just think that somebody, if they actually did dump her there, if they actually dumped their little baby girl in the lake, somebody had to have seen it. Cameras or not, I think a human would have had to see it. It's just too
They should have
busy.
stuck. Whatever happened in the beginning, you might as well stuck with that. Because
Exactly.
doing all this stuff, making up stuff after the fact, just shows that you're capable of murder and covering up, murder. So if they try to pull off accident or whatever a lawyer's going to tell them to do now, I mean, that rest of the stuff should have just been left alone. But anyways, Aji's still missing, and that's really what's important right now. Well, they're all important. Okay, guys, we'll see you tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Deborah.